This is the Try Hack Me Room road to walk through. So first thing we're going to do is start the machine, wait for IP address. We're already connected to Open VPN. That's a VPN up there. 10.8.98.254. So wait for the machine to start, and then we'll begin. We've got to find the user flag and the root flag. Just waiting for this to start. Okay, so we've got our IP address 10.10.118.221 of the machine. So we'll just copy that to the clipboard, and we're going to run a nmap scan. With our IP address, which is 118.221. And we're scanning for the operating system, all the services running, the versions, and the T4 makes it go a bit quicker. So we'll run that. While that's running, we can also check if we've got a website. Is there anything on HTTP or HTTPS? So we'll go to the browser, paste in the IP address. And we see we've got a web page there. Sky Couriers. A bit of a look around. Got a contact form. We've got a track order box here. Might be able to do something with that, I'm not sure. Have a look at the page source. See if there's anything hidden in here. No, it doesn't look like it. Anything like that written in, any clues, hints? What's that one say? Place at the end of the document. No. Okay, there's nothing in there. Okay, so we'll go back to our, we've got our scan done in map scan. So we've got port 22 is open, SSH. It's 8.2 P1, and we've got port 80, which is our HTTP, Sky Couriers, and it's a Linux operating system. And it's Apache HTTPD 2.4.41. Alright, so we know it's the only ports we've got open. So we check for any other directories in the web page. So we'll run a scan with GoBuster. We'll put our IP address in there, which is 118.221, and we're checking this. This is a word list we're using to check for directories. T50 makes it go more threads, make it go a bit quicker. And we're checking for HTML pages, PHP, and text. You can put whatever you want in there. You can put SH, you can put JPEGs, PNG, whatever different file types you want to look for. We're just looking for these ones today, so run that. index.html, oh, assets. Okay, so we could check out assets, see what that is. And we see we've got blog carrier, CSS, image, and JS. You can have a look at them, see if there's anything in here you can have a look at. Doesn't really look like there's anything useful in there. So nothing really useful there. So we'll go back to this page and let's have a look at what else we got. Oh, we've got V2. Let's have a look at V2, see what that is. That looks like we've got a bit of a login page here. This could be very useful. Let's log into Sky. Okay, so we don't know our username and password, but we can register as a new user. So let's do that. We'll just make up a fake email address, test@test.com, and we'll just say password, password, and a mobile number, make one up, 10-digit mobile number, and we'll register that, and we'll save it. The account has been created. Okay, so if we go back to sign in, we should be able to sign in with that username and password. Test it. Sign in. While that's doing that, let's have a quick look here, see if we've got anything else. Nothing else useful there. Career.html, don't know what that is. So we'll have a look in, okay, we're logged in. So we can have a look at, what's this here? Have a look at the profile. It's taking a long time, come on. Alright, so dashboard here. What have we got down here? Okay. We can upload something here, a profile image. That could be our way in. Right now only admin has access to this feature. Please drop an email to admin@sky.thm. Okay, so we might be able to manipulate this to get in. So if we use the admin@sky.thm, so if we use a good tool called Burp Suite, we might be able to use repeater to add this email address as our username. Okay, so let's have a look back up here, and what have we got here? We can reset the user here. So we'll click on that. Okay, so we've got test. You can't change that to anything, but we can change the password. So we'll just make it test and test. Okay, so now if we start up Burp, we're using our Foxy proxy, which is an extension for Mozilla Firefox. You can just download that and set it up. So if we turn this on, the burp, we intercept the request. We've already, there's nothing else going on there. We've already got burp booted up. Save time. We can have a look at our proxy settings. And we've got it set up as 127.0.0.1 and port 8080. Okay. The proxy intercepts on. Okay, so now if we go back here, we submit this, it should be intercepted with burp. And it was. Okay. So we see this here, we can change this. A username to admin at sky.thm. Now if we send this to repeater, go to repeater, so we've got our email in here, which is our username, and a password test. So we go to repeater and we send that, see what response we get. Password change, taking you back 200 OK, that's good. So now if we go back here and we forward it, forward our request, go back out of burp, password change, taking you back. So now let's turn off burp. It won't load any web pages while burp's running. Now let's go back here. And hopefully we can log in as the admin user now. So we'll sign out. And now we'll log back in as an admin with password test. So it was admin at sky.thm and our password was test. And we'll sign in with that. Save that. There we go, look, logged in as admin. That's what you can do with burp. You can manipulate email addresses and be able to get in to a system. Very good. So now we should be able to have a look at the profile. And let's have a look down here. Select a profile image. And it doesn't say, it hasn't got the warning here that you can't do it anymore because we're admin. So what you want to do now is you want to upload a reverse shell into here, and then find that reverse shell on this machine where it's stored, which will be where this profile image is stored. It'll be a reverse shell, and then you should start a listener, and then you should get access to the machine. So what we want to do is, I've already done this earlier, but I'll show you how I did it. We go to online reverse shells, which is this www.reverseshell.com website. and it's already got a IP in there, which is a VPN, and the port 4444. So we want to go to PHP pen test monkey, and we can see we've got the reverse shell there, all that. So what you do is you'd copy that, which I've already done, so I don't need to do again. Copy that, and then go out of here, and where did I put it? Shell.php. So if I say nano shell.php, and that's where you paste it in. So it's got the VPN in there, which is this, your ton0 address, which you can also check by just say IPA. We've got our ton0 there, 10.8.98.254. Okay, so that's pasted in there. And we know we've got to start a listener on port 4444. So we go out of that. So start a listener, netcat listener on that port. Okay, we're listening and waiting now for a connection. Now if we go here, we can close that now. If we browse for an image, and we go to where would it be in home, exploits, shell.php, that's our reverse shell. We'll open that, and yep, it's accepted it, shell.php. Now if we say edit profile, image saved. Okay. So what if we go to profile images, directory listening is disabled. Alright. But if we do shell.php, which is our uploaded file, we enter on that, and see how it's stalling. That's a good sign. And we have connection on our listener. So if we say who am I, we're www./data. Okay. So what we can do now is we can export term equals next term, and we should be able to clear the screen now. Yep. And we can stabilize the shell, Python 3 -c, import bty spawn, and we're going to do a bin bash. Okay, so let's just stabilize it. There we go, www-data@sky. Alright, so see what we've got in here. No, we're in that directory, so we want to go to home. There's home there, and see what's in home. Oh, that's in that one. We've got web developer, so if we go to web, and what have we got in here? Oh, user.txt. Okay, so if we cut that out, okay, we have our first flag. Oops. So we'll copy that. Go back to the triacme and use a flag. So paste that in there. Hopefully it's correct. Correct answer. Beautiful. Okay, what is root.txt flag? We've got to find now. Okay, so if we go back to main directory, the root flag's normally in the root folder. You go to root, permission denied. Okay, so we've got to escalate our privileges. So we'll clear the screen. There's a handy tool to check for any vulnerabilities, check for a lot of different things on the machine. It's called linpeas, which I've already downloaded it. It's in this one, similar privilege. Just finish that. It's linpeas.sh. If you want to get that, you just go to get it from GitHub. You type in linpeas in here. And it's the top one, linpeas.sh. So you just have to go to that in GitHub. And download it. And it says it's Linux privilege escalation awesome script, and it checks all different things on the target. So if you click on here, and you can go to 19 hours ago, so you could go to this one here, released there. So you click on that, and linpeas.sh, you can download that, which I don't need to do because I've already done. Okay, so linpeas is there, ready to go. So if I start a HTTP server, so I can download the file to the target. So say Python 3-m. Yeah. And so we start a listener on port 8000 to transfer this file over. So if we go back to here and we use the wget HTTP, oh, wait a minute. First of all, you've got to change to the temporary directory, because if you try and download it to this location, it will say permission denied. Won't let you. So if we go to cd temp, now we're in the temp directory. Have a look what's in there. Nothing. So the temp directory lets you download files into the temp directory, which is very handy. So now if we go wget HTTP and our VPN IP 10.0 again. So this one up here. We want port 8000. And we want linpeas.sh. .sh. So hit enter on that, and it's downloading and saved. Okay, so, and there it is. So we go back here, and we can see we made a connection here, and it downloaded it from here. Alright, but we've got to change permissions on it. We've got to give it we've got to make it so it's executable. So we do chmod. So we change permissions, and plus x, which makes it executable. The file is executable. linps sh. I know. So now if we do ls-la linps sh, we see we've got full permissions now. Right, so it's just a matter of running that file now. So we'll clear the screen again, and go linps.sh, and this should run it, and it's running. So we're looking for anything red or yellow. If there's anything red, you should take a look at it. So wait for this to complete. Shouldn't take too long. We want to find some way of privilege escalation. So it does lots of things, checks for lots of things. This program is very good. No, looks like we've got MariaDB, MongoDB. Still going. Just checking for any vulnerabilities, anything we can use to break into it, get root privileges. And you can see it checks a lot of things. Okay, it's done. So it's checked for password, different any locations where password is on the target. But we want to have a look at vulnerabilities, so we go up here, all the way up here. There we go. CVG is vulnerable to, potentially vulnerable to NTF object, vulnerable to the pawn kit. That would be handy, that one. I've used that one before. Alright, let's try pawn kit then. So if you want to get pawn kit, you just type in pawn kit into here in the browser. And it's this one here. So local privilege escalation on GitHub. And what you do is, I've already downloaded it before because I've used it before, but you'd go here and you'd click on that, copy that, and then you'd go back out of here, and wherever you want to put it. So I'd probably put it in privilege escalation. You can stop that for a minute, have a look here, and we can see I've got pawn kit there. But what you do is git clone and then paste in that address there and download it, but we don't need to because I've already done it. Okay, so you don't worry about that. So we've got pawn kit there, so we just start our Python server again. It started on port 8000, so we want to download this now, pawn kit on port 8000. So we go back to our machine, which is here. We'll clear the screen. We're already in our temp directory, because as you can see, we've got our linps in there. So we use wget again, http 10.8.98.254, and we want port 8000 and pawn kit. And there we go, ls, and it's on the machine, it's on the target. So it's just a matter of changing some permissions on this again, on the pawn kit. So we make it executable, +x, pawn kit, and let's check our permissions. And we can see, yeah, they've both got all the permissions are granted. Pawn kit. And we'll clear our screen and just run pawn kit now. And press enter. And look, root at sky. So who am I? Root. We own the machine. We have root privileges. So it's just a matter of going to the root folder. And say ls in there. Now we've got permission to get into there. Root.text. There we go. Cat root.text. Oh, and there's the flag. We have our root flag. And copy that. And then we'll go to back here and just paste it in there and submit. Whoop whoop, your answer is correct. Congratulations, you've completed the room. And we're 100% completion. Okay, that's it. See you next time.